Early life and education. Full name: Valery Fedorovich Zaluzhnyi. Of birth: July 8, 1973. Place of birth: Novohrad-Volynskyi, Zhytomyr Oblast, Ukrainian SSR, now Zviahel, Ukraine. Valery Zaluzhnyi was born into a military family during the Soviet era, inspired by his family's service and the changes in Ukraine following independence in 1991. He decided early on to pursue a career in the armed forces. Military education: 1997. Graduated from the Odesa Institute of Ground Forces, 2007. Completed studies at the National Defense University of Ukraine, Kyiv, where he earned top marks, 2014. Graduated from the Ivan Cherniakovsky National Defense University of Ukraine, with a focus on operational and strategic leadership. Zaluzhny's education emphasized modern, NATO-compatible tactics and leadership philosophies, preparing him for future high command roles. Military career progression: early roles in various command and staff positions across Ukraine. Rose through the ranks in mechanized and infantry units, known for his humble leadership, empathy for soldiers, and strategic thinking. 2014 to 2020. Russo-Ukrainian War begins after Russia annexed Crimea in 2014 and war broke out in Donbass. Zaluzhnyi played an operational role in organizing defense and mobilizing forces. Gained praise for promoting flexibility and initiative among Ukrainian troops, criticized outdated Soviet-style command models and embraced decentralized leadership. 2021. Appointed Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, appointed by President Volodymyr Zelensky in July 2021. First Commander-in-Chief, trained entirely in independent Ukraine, pushed for reforms aligning Ukraine's military with NATO standards, championed soldier morale, technology integration, and modern tactics leadership. During 2022, Russian invasion. Valery Zaluzhnyi became a national and international hero during Russia's full-scale invasion in February 2022, oversaw defense of Kyiv and counter-offensive in Kharkov and Kherson, built trust with both Ukrainian soldiers and foreign allies, masterminded strategies that outmaneuvered larger Russian forces, praised for his calm, analytical leadership and for staying close to frontline conditions. His leadership style was often described as empowering, modern, soldier-first, and deeply patriotic. Military philosophy advocates for trust in junior commanders, emphasizes mobility, rapid decision-making, and initiative-based tactics. Promoted a new Ukrainian army, lean, smart, and NATO-ready, seen as a strong voice for professional military reform in Eastern Europe. 2024. Dismissal and legacy: replaced in February 2024 by General Alexander Syrsky. Despite his dismissal, Zaluzhnyi remains highly popular among both soldiers and civilians. Many view him as a potential future political or presidential candidate. Awards and recognition: Hero of Ukraine 2022, the highest national honor. Multiple Ukrainian and international military awards, named in Time magazine's 100 Most Influential People 2023. Widely respected by NATO and Western allies for modernizing Ukraine's army. Personal life: private. About his family: known to be a dedicated father and husband, enjoys reading military history, and is deeply spiritual. In interviews, Legacy: General Valery Zaluzhnyi is remembered as the general who rewrote Ukraine's military identity and stood firm in its darkest hour. Asterisk: early military service, 1997 to 2013. 1997. Graduated from the Odesa Institute of Ground Forces. Commissioned as a platoon commander in Ukraine's armed forces, began his career in the Western Operational Command, serving in command roles in mechanized infantry units 1997 to 2007, advanced through ranks to company and battalion, Commander known for his discipline, soldier-oriented approach, and modern thinking. 2007, graduated with honors from the National Defense University of Ukraine, took on higher command and staff responsibilities, embraced NATO-style leadership models, operational leadership during Donbas conflict, 2014 to 2019. 2014, war breaks out in eastern Ukraine, Donbas. After Russia's annexation of Crimea, Zaluzhnyi played a vital role in organizing the defense of Ukraine during the early phases of hybrid warfare. Served as Chief of Staff and First Deputy Commander of Operational Command West, later promoted to Commander of Operational Command North. Key contributions: modernized frontline command structures, advocated for initiative-based warfare. Instead of rigid Soviet-style orders, worked to increase morale. Logistics, coordination, and combat readiness, Commander of Operational Command North. 2019 to 2021, oversaw the northern front of Ukraine's armed force, is responsible for large-scale troop management, joint exercises, and coordination with defense partners. Stood out as a innovative General Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 2021-202 for appointed July 27, 2021, by President Volodymyr Zelensky. Beckham, the first post-Soviet generation general to lead Ukraine's armed force, is prioritized NATO integration, tactical autonomy for field officers, digitalization and coordination with Western military intelligence. Full-scale Russian invasion, February 2022, played a central command role in resisting Russia's invasion, coordinated the defense of Kyiv, oversaw successful counteroffensives in Kharkov and Kherson, gained reputation for calm, data-driven and frontline-informed leadership, worked closely with international allies, including NATO and the US, unified Ukraine's military structure for more agile response. Highlights of his command to 022 to 024 transformed Ukraine's army into a modern, agile force under war pressure, maintained high morale despite high casualties and infrastructure damage, became a symbol of resistance and professionalism worldwide, frequently compared to legendary generals for his charisma and operational genius. Dismissal and aftermath, February 2024, replaced by General Alexander Seresky in early 2024. Dismissal attributed to political tensions and differing views on war strategies. Remains immensely respected by soldiers and citizens. Is often discussed as a potential presidential candidate. Military doctrine and influence introduced concepts like mission command, empowering junior officers, decentralized battlefield leadership, digitalize command and control systems, coordination with NATO and foreign intelligence. Ranks held year: rank 1997, Lieutenant Early, 2000s, Major Lieutenant Colonel, 2010s, Colonel, 2018, 2021, Major General, 2021, 2024, General Commander-in-Chief. Asterisk family background: born July 8, 1973, hometown Novohrad-Volynskyi, now Zviahel, Zhytomyr Oblast, Ukraine. Family comes from a military family. His father served in the Soviet military, influencing his early interest in service and discipline. Growing up in a military household, he was raised with values of discipline, patriotism, and responsibility principles that shaped his leadership style later in life. Marital status: wife, Alina Zaluzhnyi, a private individual, rarely seen in public, known to support her. Husband's service: quietly and firmly. Children: the couple has one daughter. She is reported to have pursued education in Le General Zaluzhnyi, keeps his family out of the public spotlight to protect their privacy, especially during the war years. Personality and traits known for being calm and composed under pressure, empathetic toward his troops, humble, avoiding the limelight despite massive popularity for minded, open to learning and adapting modern military approaches, ease, often praised by soldiers for being approachable and human, never treating ranks as a barrier to communication. Hobbies and interest reading, enjoys military history and strategy, including works by NATO theorists, studies leaders like Dwight D. Eisenhower and Karl von Clausewitz. Spirituality. Though private, he has alluded to having strong inner beliefs and a moral compass known to reflect deeply before making difficult decisions. Fitness and discipline. Maintains a disciplined routine. Promotes mental and physical resilience across all ranks. Public image, despite his reserved nature. Zaluzhnyi became a folk hero in Ukraine. Appeared on murals and in popular media, received public tributes from veterans, citizens, and international leaders, respected not just as a commander, but as a symbol of integrity and modern Ukrainian identity philosophy. A true commander is one who listens, adapts, and leads from within, not above. His leadership is based on empathy, accountability, and constant learning, which has made him beloved among troops and civilians alike. Asterisk.